We are recording, so now we are going to continue our back test, which was this gold. I'm going to open this up and then just to keep track of the progress for today's kind of call, which is gold. How's your back testing going? I saw your equity curve, which looked really solid.
Yeah, I back tested gold and I just started NAS, and what I noticed about gold is that like they can run, but I feel like I'm mismanaging a little too aggressively where I'm not letting price basically flush out because I'm managing too aggressively where like I put the SL after like if I see a move come in, I'll put it like under a burst candle, and I feel like I might try to integrate what you've been implementing in some of your like videos on YouTube where you like manage it, you expect it to like flush out, and you manage it where you're gonna expect it to flush out to like under it or something like that. That's what I need to get better at. It's just management, I feel like.
So I
But
was
yeah, it's been
actually
going
I
all
was
right.
actually showing you this equity curve earlier, and I went down and I scored a 17R little runner. And so the reason I got such a big runner is because I left 20% running. Like it ended up running to like insane lengths. And so originally my TP was 80% at 6R, and I left 20% running and it went to like 60R. And I was able to secure another 20% of 60, which is like 20R, a little under that. And so, dude, I get a nice little runner from that. So I'm really liking this new management style that we're kind of working with. I'm leaving that 20%. Most of the times it's going to cut off your edge a little bit in the short run. Like this should have been like a +8 because I gave up that 20% and the prospect of it running, and it just stopped me out at break even. This one, however, made up for all that and more, you know? So
Yeah.
you win some, you lose some, but that's okay. If you want, we're up 100%, so we'll continue doing this little back test. I'm going to do another quick top down all the way up. So I'll kind of delete everything I have on here. Go up to the probably daily. Daily, not much to see here. Like long term, we're kind of anticipating the longs to come in, but as we look at the 4 hour, we're just kind of waiting. If anything, I want to see a strong push into here, something like that. But it's a very weak market. So if anything, I'll jump down to the hourly and wait for some more clarity. See if we're gonna reverse what's gonna happen here. And so as money starts pumping into this market, looking at the 4 hour money starting to come in, supporting the move, probably in line with the daily. Daily, we're still under MAs, which is perfectly fine. But 4 hour is looking good. Hourly is looking good. 20-minute. Yeah, very choppy wiki market, so just give this market time. There was an entry here. I'm not taking it given the wickiness. Just nothing to do here. Sometimes those little entries that you take are gonna run and sometimes they won't. But not part of my edge. Okay, looks like hourly failed back down and so did 4 hour. So I'm gonna wait for hourly money to come in again. 4 hour still supporting the move. Hourly now supporting the move. So 20-minute. Entry here, but I'm not taking it. Too low to the range. If anything, we'll get another validation candle. Yeah, 4 hour looks like we're just gonna flush down. And so if we get a nice little strong push down to about here, I'll start looking at the market for sells. Okay, money comes back in on the 4 hour. So back looking for longs, hourly good, 20-minute. So the market's really clearing up now. And so this is a valid entry buy stop. We're looking at 4 in the morning. Yeah, so I'll take something like this. See if we get tapped in. Okay. Yeah, this is a beautiful long right over this high, these highs. ATR low, we're looking at like 1.5-ish. So tighten this up a little bit and see if we get an entry. Falls back down, so wait for a new validation or strength to come in. Falls back down, nothing to do. 4 hour probably failing again. Wait for this to kind of fix. There we go. Yeah, so 4 hours kind of failing again. Waiting for money to come in on the hourly. Looking at the 4 hour. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Probably going to get a very nice long coming up here pretty soon. If it wants to load. Nope, I'm just kind of chopping around. Wait for money again. 4 hour, yes. So now I'm kind of more in the prospect of sells right now. Because if we look at like the short-term structure, looking at some sort of distribution here, So yeah, for short term, looking at the 4 hour, we're going to start looking for sells. And so maybe we can get positioned here for a sell. This would have been an okay entry, but too wicky. Like, very, very nice entry. Yeah, I like this entry, depending on where we close. No, too low of an entry. Yes. Potential entry right over this high. I don't like the wickiness, particularly in this candle. But it's not too bad. Like, it's the only kind of wickiness that came into this market, so it's worth following. We got the 4 hour. Yep, gonna continue sells hourly. Good sells. 20 good sells 5 minute. Yeah, so this is a very valid entry for me. Sell over this high, low. We're looking at like 1.42 ATR. So we could do like 0.8, which should give us like 1.6 ATR. Ah, I had to erase my entry. It was like 0.8. Right over this high. Get tapped in, probably break even relatively soon. Probably going to be a very quick break even trade, but that's okay. 20 minute. Getting too wicky. Like, you can tell our analysis is very accurate. It's just we accidentally took a break even there, which is fine. Too wicky, so I'm not touching any of this. Coming in on market close here pretty soon. So like, this is a valid entry over this high, but it's too late in the session for me. Okay, what time is this? 1800. This is a semi-valid entry. Looking at the hourly, 25. See what that entry would have looked like for us. Here we have an ATR of about 1.43, so like 0.7 is what I would have wanted to target. So this would have been a break-even trade regardless, so I'm not even going to consider that. Or I'm not going to go back and replay for that. Waiting for money to come in, very weak market. Potential buy stop over this high is valid, technically. Given my rules, volume, we're looking at a volume of 0. What? Okay, so my volume shit is broken again. That sucks, bro. Oh yeah, volume on gold is always broken. Damn it. Okay, we'll just go through with it. Sell over this high, ATR low. Looks like we do get tapped in at 0.48 stop, which is pretty good. Okay. Get tapped in, move to break even right away. Nothing to manage to. Going to manage like 80% here. Maybe a little bit lower, like right about here. So this is my 80% break even line. Okay, take off. Fuck. I didn't do it fast enough. Damn it. So 80% is coming off at this line. Okay, take off 80%. The rest is at break even, and the rest we take a break even on. Oh, my bad. There we go. Got tapped out at break even. So we secured 4 times 0.8, so like 3 RR from that move. Not liking any of this. Hourly probably failing back down, so probably in line with the 4 hour. So now if we look at this, Kind of waiting for money to come in through this move, but otherwise waiting for failure. Yep, money comes in, so that's kind of what we're anticipating. In line with the daily, so 4-hour good, hourly is okay, 20-minute. Very wiki, so give it time. There's nothing crazy going on here. 4-hour might start failing down again, but not something I want to touch. I'm waiting for hourly money to come into this market. Looking at the 4-hour, we're just kind of in this like weird range, bro. I want to see money come in. Hourly, yeah, give this market a little bit of time. Yep, so daily good, 4-hour good, hourly good, so 20-minute. Beautiful entry right over this high on the 5-minute. It's gonna be a buy. Stop somewhere like maybe around here. Nope, don't even get tapped in. Another entry over this high, but it looks like it was red news. Yeah, just kind of shit price action. Like this is the first entry I see. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute is okay. So yeah, 5-minute long over this high. Right as market reopens, or a little after market reopen. Kind of gonna wait for money to come in though. Is that a valid entry? Nope. So delete, and then I'm waiting for this candle to close to be a valid entry. So valid entry right over this high. Something like that maybe. Nope. Don't want to touch this market anymore. After a couple of losses like that, or like failed entries, I just step aside and I want to see what the market is gonna do. Waiting for money on the hourly to come through, fails back down. So yeah, just a weird market overall. Waiting for hourly money to come in. I want to see if there was a valid entry right here for me, and there wasn't. But yeah, waiting for that hourly money to come in overall. Looking at the 4-hour. 4-hour, we're undergoing some sort of stage 1, like Wyckoff accumulation of some sorts. This could be this could have been our test, our last test, and then continuations here is kind of what I'm looking at. Yeah, this isn't half bad. We'll stock for longs here, see if we get anything good. Nope, not touching. Hourly money coming in. Nope, fails back down. 4-hour money starts coming in. Played it a little fast, but this is kind of where we get positioned. 4-hour good, hourly good, so 20-minute. Very beautiful entry over this high, but red news again, I want to say, like May 9th. I'll just double check that real quick. Yeah, red news at 6:30, so very good entry over this high, but news, so I can't take it. Another beautiful entry, but red news was at 6:30. We have to wait an hour. This is your entry right here, right after red news. It's not wiki. Looking at the 4-hour, I'm gonna do a top down again. 4-hour is very, very good. Like this is, you saw the line I drew earlier. This is our anticipation. Daily, in line with the daily. 4-hour good, hourly good, 20-minute. Yeah, this is actually quite the setup. 5-minute. I don't consider 5-minute chop a lot in my analysis anymore. We're gonna target like 1.5. Like entry time frame chop or wickiness, I don't really consider that a lot, because usually those are the bigger winners, if that makes sense, like the low runners. So like here, generally my old rules would have kept me out of this trade given this chop and wickiness on the 5-minute, but this is where I went back and I kind of looked into it, and that's where I get some of my biggest runners. So get tapped in, move to break even. Nothing to do. Maybe manage like 80% somewhere around here. Okay, manage 80% here, the rest still at break even. Looking at the 20 now with 20-minute management. I could manage the rest of the position here, but I'm going to give this market just a little bit of time to kind of chop around and do whatever it has to. If we're going to go, we're going to go. If not, then we're just going to fail back down. So the rest of the management is going to be here. So I'll draw a line for 80% management here, which was at 4RR. So 4 times 0.2. That's secure. Whoa. 4 times 0.8, my bad. 8 times 0.2. There, or, yeah, 4 times 0.8. There we go. So we secured 3.2R out of this move, and we still have 20% remaining. Managed to 6R, 7R. Trail. Now we are 9. I'm going to manage a little bit more aggressively here, so we secure a little bit more, 10. Probably going to get taken out here if we don't see strong buying right away. Good. Oh, very good. Bro, this is one of those textbook examples of why you should always leave a little bit running. Because otherwise, all we would have secured here is 4. Look at how much extra we've secured already.
That's definitely something I should consider.
Makes a huge difference, bro. I could secure a little bit more. We're at 13. I could secure up to 15. I'll do that. Secure another like 0.2R from that little push. Dude, fucking phenomenal. So amazing. Secure another whatever that is. Secure another whatever that is. Whatever that is. Fuck, bro. This is how you get those big RR runners. We're at 22 already. So take... We've secured an extra 4 RR from this move. Fucking crazy, bro. And another thing I haven't been doing right now is like I would have gotten... one thing I actually need to get better at is when I'm backtesting. This would have been another entry. This would have been another entry. You know? So there are 2 other runners. But that's okay. We just won't include them. I'm taking 1 trade at a time. Trail to about somewhere here. Secure another whatever RR that is. So all in all, assuming we get tapped out now, yep. All in all, we secured 30 times 0. My bad. 30 times 0.2. So secured 6 plus 4. So 10.2 RR from that move, right?
Yeah.
Which maybe you can play around with the ratios of how much your initial partial is. Your initial partial, you might want to do like 60-40, right? And that way you would have secured, what was it? 4.4 times 0.6, or 6, yeah. So initial partial is going to be 2.4, but secondary partial is going to be, it was 30, so 2.4.
It was 30.
So 30 times 0.4 plus 2.4 14 RR versus the 10 we secured. So by messing around with those ratios, you can really, kind of narrow down on what is the best kind of management for you. Nice little 10 RR runner. Nothing crazy. And then we had 2 secondary entries in here. So this would have been your other entry. And then this one would have been your other entry. Dude, just look at this shit. If we step down to the 5 minute, so much potential here. And this is the reason why I don't consider chop on the 5 minute. Look at how wicky and choppy this is, but look at the runners we get. Like, assuming an ATR of like 1.73, so that should be around 0.8-ish for half ATR. That's your entry. Manage, 80% off here, leave the rest to trail. And then 20% trailing would have been break even, manage to here, manage to here, manage to here. So there you have it, another 15 RR, maybe 12, depending on how you manage. And then down here, jump down to the 5 minute, another phenomenal entry, probably a break even, because it looks like price did come and tap you back out. But this would have been a break even trade right here. But yeah, a couple runners here. I should have considered this one. Oh, my bad. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, good stuff. Going back to the 4 hour, look at how our analysis played out. Our anticipation all along were these longs. It's just this entire time on this push, we were like, is it going to start pushing now? On this push, we thought it was going to start pushing now, and it wasn't until the third push that it really money came in. So good stuff. 4 hour good, hourly good, 20 minute. Gonna wait for money to start coming back in. Probably a big flush out, hopefully. There we go. Want to see this completely flush out. This is a valid entry, but I'm going to give the market more time. Yeah. Waiting for money on the hourly to come in. 4 hours starts failing. That's okay. That's okay. Hourly. Gonna give this a little bit of time. 4 hours starts supporting move. Daily is good. 4 hours good. Hourly is good. So 20 minute. Maybe we get a nice little scalp entry in here. But if anything, yeah. Yeah, nothing here. Red news. So skip through all the red news. Hopefully we start seeing some longs here. This is your first potential entry. We're far enough away from the chop that this is a valid entry for me. 4 hours good, hourly is good, 20 minute is good. It's at 11 o'clock, so this is kind of pushing the limit for me for how late I like to take my entries. But we could potentially scalp a nice little runner here, so I'll set up something like this. Fails back down. So yeah, nothing valid for me anymore. This was your only potential valid long, but I didn't like the wickiness that we started experiencing off this candle on its own, so missed this entry. That's okay. Gonna wait until 1800. There we go. Wait for it to pump in. One more candle. This is a valid entry. Quite weak though. Looking at the 4 hour, 4 hours good, hourly is good, 20 minute is good. Yeah, this is a potential entry. I'm not gonna take it. It's just too low in the range, too like wicky, too weird. It's probably gonna run, to be honest. Okay, so you would have gotten tapped out. Then money came in, so good thing we didn't take it. Too wicky, not touching. This is like your first potential sign of strength at 1 in the morning when Asia opens. This is gonna be your very, very first entry. Hourly good, 20 minute good. So I'll consider one entry here and then I'm kind of done. Generally on these 20 minute strong pushes, you'll see giant rejections right away. So that's why I'm like, I'll take one loss and then I'm out of here.
I actually did notice that in my testing too.
Yeah, it just happens. So 1.27, so like 1.3, you could do like a 0.55 kind of stop. A little bit bigger actually. So that's your entry, you're at break even, and then you take a very, very quick break even. So I'm not gonna replay to just log a break even. But yeah, like our analysis, bro, is on spot every time. Like we know what we're looking for. Okay, market fucks around here a little bit. With this market time, your very, very first entry is this one right here at 8:40. So no red news. Good. Gives this market a little bit of time. Looking at the 4 hour. Oh, my bad. Looking at the 4 hour. 4 hours clean, hourly's clean. Like this is clean to me. Like look at how shit this price action is. Like anyone would look at that and be like, what the fuck, you know?
Yep.
So hourly is very, very good. 4 hour good. 4 hour, like anyone else would look at this shit and be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But look at that edge we're taking out of it, you know? 20-minute. Looking at this 20-minute a little clearer. Yeah, this is like your very, very first entry right over this high. Potentially, if you're like really risky of a trader, this is valid, but I wouldn't ever take anything like this. Long over this high. ATR low, you're looking at like 1.8-ish, 1.9. So I don't have a low right now, so I'm going to wait for the next low to be created the moment the candle opens. And then you can just kind of guesstimate. So like 1.5 should be like 1.75. We'll do like 1.65. You kind of have to guesstimate when you get like those instant entries right away. Get tapped in, probably break even here. Move to break even. Nothing to manage to quite yet. I'm going to give it one more small push. There we go. So I'm going to manage 80% to... I mean, there's nowhere good. Yeah, we'll do 80% to here, just to be a little more risk averse. So take off 80% of my position here, and then leave the rest at break even. Go up to 20 for management. Nothing to manage to quite yet. Waiting for the 20 to push. 20, I'm going to manage to over 4R. Nothing to manage to give this market time. It might fail back down. Probably going to chop around. Getting a new potential entry here setting up, though. Phenomenal. Dude, look at how much extra we're securing. I might even want to change my ratios to 60-40. Because look, another twin runner right here. Okay, get tapped out. And there you go. You secured, I want to do the math, 9.31 times 0.2 plus. So we secured an extra 4.16. So 4.16 plus times 0.8 plus 2. We secured 5R instead of 4.16. So we secured an extra 1 point something R. 1.2R from this extra low push. Not bad. 20-minute. Gonna wait for more money to come in. Market just kind of fell down. There wasn't a valid entry here for us. First valid entry is going to be right over this high, but we're too low in the range, so I'm going to cancel this and wait for a new validation candle. And not one gets printed. Money falls down. Probably hourly starting to fail, yeah. So we're going to wait for hourly money to come in. 4 hour probably no longer supporting the move. So we're going to wait for 20-minute to shape up here as well. I know we only have a couple minutes, 5 minutes left, but waiting for hourly money to come in. Looking at the 4 hour. Yeah, this market needs a little bit of time. Maybe we get a very strong 20-minute push. If you're crazy enough and your system works, this could be a valid entry for you. And there you go. Oh my goodness, bro. Beautiful. I love it. That's a runner there for you. Probably secured something. Okay. Secondary valid entry for you is going to be at this time. I'm going to go back to this particular entry and look at it a little bit closer. I don't think it's valid for me, but I like to study potentials for me because that's how you change up your system. You look at very, very good entries and it's like, okay, do you see this quite often? 4 hour low in the range, hourly low in the, yeah, like this isn't something I would take. But like even then I have the experience to know if you were to take it, dude, you're gonna be golden. It's just my system isn't built off of that. So now we're waiting for the next entry. I'm really sorry. Got a little bit wicky here, but the last like 3-4 candles got very clean. So like this is a potential entry you might want to consider taking. Probably a break even. Nope, it does run. So usually I don't like to replay for break evens. It's just a waste of my time because they don't really change up your system at all. Take a long over this high, ATR low. You're looking at like 1.36, so probably like 1.15 or 0.65. Yep. Get buy stopped in. Move to break even relatively soon. Yeah, we're getting there. Break even now. Still nothing, still nothing, still nothing. Was this news? Yeah, this was news. So I was up at the time of news, I was up 5R. So generally you can leave your positions open like that. I'm gonna manage to this low though. 80% right here. I might change up my ratios. I might do 70-30 going forward. I might actually want to do that. So going forward, I'm going to start managing with 70-30 or 60-40. What do you think?
I mean, with the example you went over earlier with like 60-40 compared to 80-20, maybe you should try 60-40 because like I
Yeah,
know
but
70-30 is probably
in
really
the
good
short
too.
term, I'm really going to start cutting up my edge, my short-term edge though. Because now, as you change those ratios from 60 to 40 versus 80, now in the short term, if you go through a very choppy market, you're not going to be securing a whole lot if you're taking constant break evens after management. So you're giving up 20 extra percent every time the market is choppy. So I'm going to do 70-30 for now. So I'll manage 70% of position here. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck. Okay, cool. 70% of the position is going to be managed there. And if anything, I'm going to manage 70% of the position even further because we did get a very strong push. So that puts us at 13R already. Probably going to get stopped out here. Fuck. Okay. I see you. Damn. Holy fuck. Okay. I'm going to manage now 70% of the position here. 21R. Okay. Dude, this back test has been phenomenal. Going back up to a 5-minute. Gonna manage to this low now. 70% of the position. Okay. Take off 70%. Did we get stopped out? No. Take off 70% here. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna jump down to the 20-minute. And then on the 20-minute, there's nowhere to manage. Like, I'll manage to here for now, but probably gonna get stopped out here soon. Let's take a look. Fuck. Okay. So now our full position would be 22 RR right now if I were to get stopped out. But look at how much extra we're securing. Bro, I cannot make this fucking shit up right now. We got less than a minute remaining. Holy shit. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive with my management. If anything, I'll jump down to a 10-minute. Maybe a 5-minute. 20. Yeah, this is a good management. There you go. Dude, we secured over 25 RR maybe off that move. So this was our starting equity curve. Let's go take a peek now. Bro, we did 70% in less than like, how many days is this? From May 17th to like somewhere around here. In 17 days, bro. Shit. All right, call ended. But yeah, guys, so much opportunity here. 26 RR off that last runner. So very good stuff. Anyhow, I will, very high win rate too. Shit. Very high. We got to get this down. All right, I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back.